What up guys, hope you're well. In this video I want to talk about one of the biggest challenges when starting a business in Africa or anywhere in the world really. So check this out. If you go to London, if you go to New York, if you go to anywhere in the West, Europe, and if you meet one of these OG guys that drink too much, they're always at the local bar and they probably drink too much, they got a bad drinking habit, and they're from Zimbabwe, and you say, hey man, I'm thinking about, experiment with this, I'm thinking about going back to Zim and starting a business. Oh my goodness, that is the wrong person you should be asking, guys. That guy will give you 1.5 million reasons why starting a business in Zimbabwe is the worst idea on planet Earth. Not only that, he'll tell you all the failed adventures that he's attempted over the last, let's say, 10 years. Maybe that was the reason why he decided to sell his truck and then be able to afford a visa or a ticket to go to London. So this is a guy who probably sold everything here, maybe even his house. Guys, I've met those guys too. I met many of them from different countries, from Cameroon, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya. I remember before Kenya blew up to the level that it's at right now, I used to hang out with a bunch of Kenyans. And they used to tell me all kinds of crazy things about why Kenya is the absolute worst. Oh, the guy over there is a dictator. What does that got to do with making money, bro? What does that got to do with making money? What does somebody who doesn't even know you exist have to do with you making money? That's the wrong guy you should be asking. Don't be asking that guy. Nowadays when I see a guy like that, because they know everything, right? All I have to do is see how he's put himself together, and I'll know immediately the reason why that business failed. We're always looking for reasons outside of ourselves of why things are not working in our favor. Here's what I've learned, guys. It's called the common denominator. You guys are brilliant. You guys are brilliant. You're not stupid. Remember in high school or primary school, I learned what is called the common denominator. What's the common denominator? You. Everything that has ever gone wrong in your life is your fault. I hate that realization, because I came to that realization pretty late in life, and I'm mad that I learned that lesson pretty late in life. In my 30s, I would say, my mid-30s, everything that's going wrong is me. The things that I need to fix. Why my checking account is in the negative. I've had my checking account in the negative so many times in my 20s. What was the reason? I'll tell you what the reason was. Lack of discipline. I would go to like a club, you know, in New York City, right? There will be these clubs where they knew how to trick you out of your money. So they'll take my debit card, then they'll say, should we keep it open? And already I'm a little tipsy. So I'm like, yeah, let's keep it open. Oh, bad mistake. Then all your friends come through. They want to turn up with you. You know what I'm saying? They come through. You haven't seen your buddy in like 6 months. Yo, you want a shot? I got an open tab. That's the reason why I used to get negative in my checking account in my 20s, guys. What you're probably going through right now in your 20s, I've been through it already. I know all the traps. I know all of them. A lot of those traps are set up by people that are OGs, that you guys go to braai with, drinking buddies, that are derailing you from getting to the money. There's nothing more important than getting to the money, guys. Everything else is a distraction completely. You're wasting your time. What I'm recommending to you guys is stop listening to people that have not achieved anything about how you should go about doing things. Do you ask an electrician on how to do plumbing? Do you ask a plumber on how to do electric work? No, you don't. So why are you asking the guy who's got a drinking problem at the bar on how you should start a business in Africa, or specifically Zimbabwe? That guy's got no discipline. He can barely put the bottle down. I learned something that scared me years ago, and this really shook me. I'm like, what's going on here? I learned that there were so-called friends of mine that I used to hang out with in the different cities that I've lived that were very boring when I was sober. Like the conversation was horrible. They were empty up here. So when I was sober, they were so annoying. And I'd be like, okay, like you seem like you were cool when we were drinking, but now that I'm sober, I don't know if I like your energy, bro. I don't know. It started off with like, I don't know if I like your energy to like, listen, get away from me, bro. I'm never calling you back. What I'm saying is this, it's time to wake up. Money can be made anywhere on the planet. Location is no longer an issue when it comes to making money. Here's the main reason why. This, YouTube, social media. There are people in different parts of East Africa that are thriving off of Instagram. They're leveraging the power of social media, Instagram, Facebook, to promote their products and services. So instead of getting a small market of, let's say, the people within your block, let's say there are 20 people within your block that you used to be dealing with, now you got the whole country potentially thanks to social media. Times have changed, guys, and you need to understand this. So if you're ready to come back home, or if you're ready to invest in Zimbabwe, schedule time. I'll put a link in the description of this video. Schedule some time, and I'll talk to you soon.